Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dead Cells. We have returned from our brief break and I'm feeling rested, I'm feeling refreshed, I'm feeling ready to get this thing done. Let me clarify, not necessarily today, but I think that we can get there. I have every confidence that we will be able to beat 4 cells, and then we'll see about 5 cells when we get to it. So I did a little bit of playing yesterday, just trying to get back into the swing of things, and I don't feel like my skills have atrophied terribly, which is a thing I was a little worried about. And I figured that it would be a good idea to sort of generate some new energy here for the beginning of our concerted push to the end, to refresh our wardrobe a little bit. So I went and I bought a new wardrobe. That's not it. I went and bought a new outfit. Here we go. It does look a little silly. Listen, it's a very aggressive look. Oh, wow. It actually looks even more aggressive on him than it does in the menu. Also, I thought it would be a good idea to start the run with a little bit of that Taylor energy. So, while I was messing around yesterday, just sort of getting my sea legs back, I found a rare blueprint. And I went ahead and bought it. It was a new type of crossbow. And I went ahead and bought it and tried it out a little bit. And it turns out it's amazing. And hopefully we'll see one at some point soon in a run. And it made me realize that there are probably a whole bunch of rare blueprints that are still hiding in enemies within the various biomes that might be really useful to us, right? That might actually really help on our quest for the great victory. So, what we're going to be doing a bit of this week, these next couple of days, is blueprint hunting. We need to find the rare blueprints that we have not yet found. So, what of these, which one looks the most exciting? I mean, I do love an ice crossbow. You know what? Maybe let's just ease back in here. I know that the crossbow playstyle is maybe not the most exciting thing in the universe, but it is very effective. You can't argue with the efficacy. Plus, having a weapon that will freeze... Oh, hey, neat. Having a weapon that will freeze enemies is real good for blueprint hunting. This is the thing we haven't done yet in this series on camera. So if you're not familiar with how it works, one of the things that you can buy in the showroom area that spawns in every first biome is a grenade that will draw the rare blueprints. Oh god. A grenade that will draw the rare blueprints out of enemies. However, it's not quite as simple as that. It's a little bit of a process. And it's very, very helpful to have a way of disabling enemies to get the thing done. Oh man, we actually managed to kill one of those crystal over the head elites without getting hit. I think that might be the first time I've done that at any point during the series. So hey, that's promising, right? I think we'll keep our oil thing. Wow, the oil really does get absolutely everywhere, huh? Oh god, I rolled the wrong way. For some reason, I thought when we came up the ladder, we were going to be facing left. I rolled in a way that only makes sense if we are facing left. Oh, that's not good. There's kind of a lot of enemies here. Alright, well, never mind. Things turned out fine. So once we hit an enemy with the blueprint grenade, it's not just going to drop its blueprint. It's going to become a fast-moving elite. And then we're going to have to do we're going to have to use a multiple second long channel ability on it. And it will absolutely just run up in our face and ruin everything and break the channel if we don't do something to prevent it from doing so. So it's very helpful when trying to do this to have a way of freezing or rooting or stunning the enemy. Obviously, there are a lot of ways to do that in the game, particularly in green. So where are we at? We're at 24. I think this is doable. So there's a way over there that we haven't checked. Okay. And the cherries were not melee'd. So we're actually, as long as we can stop taking damage here, we're in a pretty good spot on melees too. Oh god, I saw the elite after I had already sort of committed to the plan. Oh god. Hard to freeze him with the fire and the bird and the... Ah, damn it. Come on. Didn't the crystal only take 2 shots to kill last time? Please die, please die. Oh, okay. Whew, 30. We did it. I don't think we need that. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Get back up here. Coward. I actually really like this outfit. This is a strong look. Hey, look, we finally found that other scroll. And remember, if we are in fact going to do a biome 3rd that has a guaranteed curse chest at the beginning, we can actually deal with a considerable amount of melees. Now granted, that's reliant on us being able to survive doing that, but we do have a weapon that is conducive to that at least. And to be clear, when I said my skills had not, like, massively atrophied or anything, that's all I meant. I didn't mean that, like, oh my gosh, I was really impressed with how good I was doing. It was pretty much the same as I was doing before, so let's all just keep our expectations in a sensible place, huh? Wow, we haven't even hit our Explorer's rune yet. I do not want this. Here we go. Here we go. This is our guy. So, like I said, oh, it has stats on it. That's weird. I think we probably want to just replace the owl. Yeah, it having stats on it is really strange. Oh, hey, that is a food thing. Let me steal your food, please. Okay, it's Malaise, though. You know what? I am just going to recycle it now. We are not eating a Malaise food. Ow. My leg. Or whoever's leg, you know, it's like, obviously it's not my leg. So where do we want to go? I kind of want to do the prison depths, like through the promenade to the prison depths rather than going to the corrupted prison, which seems to be a real nightmare. So we're going to go up here and just clear out enemies because money and potentially food drops. But, oh god, he's too slippery. Oh, I thought the angle was too steep. I just thought he wasn't going to be able to hit us. I was like, look at that idiot. What does he think he's doing? That's never going to work. And then, ta-da. Okay. So one thing that I do think we should probably do, and by we, of course, I mean me, as always, is figure out which route has the largest number of food shops on it. Because if we are going to... if we're going to be not, like, varying up our route a bunch, if we're going to be just trying to, like, find the route that works the best, ooh, absolute no-brainer. Then in addition to the routes that have, like, the enemies that we're good at dealing with, we should be figuring out where we can get the most cough syrup, right? So I think we're just going to bank cells. I don't think I want to put anything into anything here. And then, do we want to just go Heart of Ice? I mean, obviously, gastronomy is good and fun. I will say, I did use the YOLO Heart a little bit while I was screwing around, and I think that what I discovered with this is that when it fires, it clears your malaise. It seemed to do that. So actually, we're gonna take this now, and we're gonna probably have an opportunity to test whether that's actually true. Because if you can strategically detonate the heart as a -8 or 9 malaise thing, that's actually a resource that is maybe worth having on hand, right? Oh, hey, okay. So it used to be the case that with the Hunter's Grenade, you had to throw it at enemies, and it would bounce off of them if they didn't have a rare blueprint. But it looks like now some enemies have an icon above their head that is the hunter grenade. So one has to assume that that's that guy having a rare blueprint. All right, let's lower the number of enemies over here, and then try to figure this out. Can I get him to teleport back up? He is aware of me. Alright, I'm going to try to stomp through. Nope, failed to stomp. Okay. Is he gonna... No? Oh, he's like frozen. Whatever, I'll just kill him. We'll do it with this one. So this is going to be a little bit scary. Alright, bounce the grenade off of him. He becomes an elite version, and we get the grenade... Oh, come on. Okay, we're going to pull him up here, then, away from that. He becomes a dangerous elite version. We had to get him down below a certain health threshold, and then use the blueprint extractor. But you can see it's kind of a long channel, and it's very interruptible. So you really want to disable first. What on earth is this? That looks like a mutation. Interesting. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping for, like, weapons and stuff. Berserker, it looked like it was a red one. It certainly has a lot of red in the art. If it's not a red one, they really screwed up on that. So, also you can see the Hunter Grenade is removed from your inventory after it successfully draws a blueprint out of somebody. So, we're gonna have to, we're going to get at most one of those per run. Let's get rid of these bats, too. I didn't get quite as many as I was hoping. Alright, we're not, we're not doing too poorly on combo here. I guess I should have equipped. It's better than having an empty slot. That was foolish. I'm not used to having an empty slot to worry about. I heard it too. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, maybe think a little bit about how things can be used out of context before speaking. Would you please? Thank you. Sometimes the enemies are just like, they're so cowardly. Oh god. Okay. That almost went real sideways. And then there's an elite, and I would love to dodge the elite until after we have either made or broken our combo. I suppose we could try for the Moonflower thing. I don't think I really care, though. Knowing what that mutation actually does, I don't think it's worth the effort. It's a harrowing passageway of spike traps. Who could stand the peril? This episode of Dead Cells is not for those with heart conditions. It's been like a really long time since we've seen an enemy, and I'm increasingly aware of that. It's interesting that you continue to get the marks over their heads. Right, because that guy still had the Hunter Grenade mark over his head, even though we no longer have a Hunter Grenade. I guess it makes the decision about who has the mark at the beginning of the biome, probably. Okay, so this looks like it's not the best way. Obviously, we need to make accessing this guy take that fairly seriously. Apparently, did that guy have the mark of a rare blueprint, the training dummy? Well, whatever. We'll worry about it. Worry about it next round. Okay, this has been a real nightmare. I hate it in here. Let us leave and never come back. Actually, this is just a dead end. What am I even doing? Yeah, why is this alcove even here? If you start examining Dead Cell spaces as, like, places that have to make some level of diegetic sense, the whole illusion falls apart very quickly. Oh god. That was almost really bad. What were the odds? We fell so close to the wall. What were the odds that something was going to fall behind us? Alright, I appreciate you patiently waiting your turn. 59. This would be the time we would lose it, right? A wolf trap. Yeah, wolf trap sounds pretty good. I'm gonna take it. Okay, and then the prison depths, which is totally where we are going. Eventually. Alright, show me like a single bat or something. Oh hey, a stun grenade that probably would have been a better take than the wolf trap. Is it still? You know, I do like the way the wolf trap holds a couple of enemies in place. This spreads oil on enemies and starts fires, which is pretty compelling. But the trap has biters. I'm gonna stick with the trap. And then, of course, obviously we are keeping the frost grenade because it just combos so very well with everything we're doing. All right, super happy to have the combo door settled there. Ah, how did I shoot him? How did I shoot him with the freeze projectile and then slide forward through him? So I was on the wrong side of him to hit him with the other part of the projectile. The bow moves you backwards when you fire it. When you fire this bow in space, it moves you backwards. Alright, I'm not super pleased about... I was hoping that we could bounce that. Ah, and of course they become shielded again the instant I'm about to fire. Alright, well I think the wolf trap was pretty good there. Alright, should we go back and fight that elite? Is it even going to be worth the trouble? The problem is, elites... Ooh, I think we're going to skip it. I think I prefer control on 4 cells. Things that keep an enemy exactly where we know... In a place such that we know exactly where they will be and what they will be doing are valuable. Whenever things start to get a little bit inconsistent, all of a sudden I start taking lots of damage. I gotta say, Dead Cells is really something special. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Please die. Please die. Please die. Yeah, this is a nightmare. Okay. So, the reason we started doing the sewers instead of this biome is, if I remember correctly, is all of the damn training dummies. Jump! Okay, well, we did get to discover that the Yellow Heart does clear your melees when you, when it fires. Which certainly makes it, like, at least interesting. Like, the melees part matters a hell of a lot more than the you would have died and then you are saved part, obviously, because, what do you call it, disengagement exists. If all we were getting out of it was the you do not die part, then it would just be better to do disengagement. But the fact that it can clear a bunch of melees gives it an interesting niche. Which is not to say that I think it's necessarily correct to take, even with that being true. I think I prefer the one we have. But it's definitely interesting, right? Okay, this has gotten real messy. Things were going so well for a while there. Oh gosh, I was expecting him to still be trapped for a while longer. There we go. That's what I needed. Okay, this we will get rid of. This we will take. Colorless explosive decoy, I think, is actually pretty interesting. So covers the ground with oil that burns when destroyed. And unlike most things, where when destroyed is like really hard to control, this will definitely blow up 2.5 seconds after you place it. So the question is, do we keep the ice grenade that synergizes well with our bow, or do we trust our bow to do the freezing and take the wolf trap, which gives us a type of CC that doesn't break when we shoot people? I think the answer is the latter. An explosive decoy could be extremely powerful. Come on, just become vulnerable again for a second. There it is. I don't know how I managed to not damage that bat on the way down. It seems very unlikely. So right now, our health regen plan is what? I mean, I certainly don't want a flask on 0 melees. But I still could totally die here. I mean, we could still do the alienation thing. We could just try to survive to the prison depths and then do alienation. Get him! Yeah, that's pretty good. Wait, I thought it was below. Weren't the rays indicating below? Apparently they're down here? Okay. Oh god. Okay. Ooh. Get him. Okay, they jumped over a little bit slowly. Interestingly, it did not, in fact, drop the burning oil that it was supposed to drop. What's up with that? I did not do that nearly as far away from me as I meant to, and ended up freezing one of those enemies fully within melee range of ourselves. I think the solution, I think the answer for right now is that we're just going to try to tough it out and not get hit again, because a flask charge is such a valuable resource. And then, I mean, food's got to drop at some point here, right? I want to believe I live in a world where food has to drop. I don't like any of this. Yeah, the training dummy is... I think if I could delete one enemy from the game, it would definitely be the training dummy. Okay, here's my plan. I'm going to piss these guys off and try to pull them down onto the lower level here. And just keep them far enough away from the thing that they can't be invincible. There we go. So teleporting does have some positive value for us. We can use it to rearrange the fight to a place that makes more sense for us. Oh my god. That sucked a lot. The fact that we were in a position where rolling forward also moved us upward did not help. I got closer to the bat rather than further away from it when I rolled. But yeah, climbing up that chain and immediately being set upon by 4 bats is very frustrating. Well, like I said, you know, not hugely improved over what I was doing before. What looks most compelling here? I mean, Wings of the Crow plus double bow plus S-rank turret is definitely interesting. So there's like a green tube over here. Let's go for this purple tube though. So we'll grab, yeah, I guess we'll take this so that we have something that we can use in case we should run out of arrows. Shouldn't happen, but, you know, lots of things shouldn't happen. I really do like this outfit a lot. Okay, cursed cherries. Interesting. We're gonna get a legendary really early on here. I can't quite tell what it is. Also, this bow is not doing nearly as much damage as I would like. Okay, so I kind of don't like the magnetic grenade. It moves enemies around in a super erratic way, and as we've seen on multiple occasions, it doesn't actually crowd control them because they will just leap out of it whenever they feel like it. I think we're just throwing that away. I don't think that's a very good item. There you go. Best defense is a good offense. Best offense, also a good offense, it turns out. Also, you know, there's that old saying, strong offenses make good neighbors. What am I doing? We're not going to buy anything. Okay, so what we just learned is that you cannot, in fact, just damage race those guys. I thought maybe we could. Like, it's doing a fair amount of damage some of the time. It does seem to be doing different amounts of damage against different enemies. I don't know if everybody else is perceiving that, or if it's just me. But, like, it was doing bad enough damage that I complained about it, and then the second I did that, all of a sudden it did much better damage against the next enemy. So maybe the real lesson here is this bow can hear me. Alright, well, we got ourselves here another opportunity for one of these. I think I'm going to keep the wings of the crow. Wings of the crow seems a little unfair. Alright, and this is going to be melee'd, right? No, it's not. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well then, we'll probably be coming back for that. Yeah, wow, just like non-melee'd watermelon is pretty exciting. Also, I don't think I had realized before that the green scary claw zombie only hits you with 1 point of melee's, even if it hits you with multiple points of, or multiple attacks from its combo. So that's nice. I tried to get back up in the air there. Maybe we should have just grenaded that guy, but I was a little worried. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, this is... I was waiting to see how many more enemies there were in the tunnel. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna cheese him. Step out of the way for this. I'll feel bad as soon as the elites stop cheesing me with their damn energy patterns. I think I prefer oil to fire on my ground smash. Maybe we do want to go to the sewers. I hate the training dummy nonsense so much, and they're just everywhere. You can barely walk a screen length in the promenade without running into some training dummy garbage. Okay, well I guess we have to... The fastest way to get back up here is going to be to go here? Also, my computer just started making a strange noise. That's concerning. If it gets... If it gets any more worrying, I may have to pause the episode here. There's no training dummies in the Arboretum, right? I mean, obviously the Arboretum has some other difficult stuff going on. And Mama Tick's a fairly tough fight, I guess. Apparently, as long as we can keep hitting them with projectiles, they don't actually teleport. Again, the best every kind of fence is a good offense, it turns out. I almost want to pick up this bow and just roll dual bows for the moment. That's probably that's probably a stupid idea. The whole reason that we have a melee weapon alongside our bow is that I was worried that the bow might run out of ammunition. Oh hey, it's the thing I unlocked. Well, on a run where we haven't already picked purple, perhaps we will see the majesty of the repeater crossbow. It is pretty good. I think as far even crossbow relative, it seems pretty damn good. And obviously that's saying something, because I think the freezing crossbow and the explosive crossbow are both real solid. Ooh, okay, there you go. That's a melee weapon. Why hit people with a magical pan when you can just fling yourself at them with a tentacle? Alright, I'm gonna just kill this dude. I don't think that we're actually very likely to be able to pull off a rare blueprint heist without any kind of disable. Damage does not help you survive the channel. We'll go ahead and grab this now, and then is there any place else that we still need to check out? No, we're pretty much good. There's something there, which is pretty weird considering. I guess this teleport must... Huh. Let's go check that out, shall we? Rather than trying to guess at what is happening there. Okay, no, this just takes us to here, which is not marked on the map at all. But there's a vine growing there. Can't... So that map marker means a vine to interact with, but there's not... I mean... Is there a way through the wall somewhere over here that I missed? Secret passage? I mean, there's this, but that doesn't... I mean, the map's right, though. There's clearly a space below us. Well, it's probably not anything significant, but very weird, very weird. Okay, so do we want to promenade? Let's go sewers. I feel like the sewers are just way more handleable. But then the depths are such a nightmare. Or the corrupted prison, rather. It's such a nightmare. That gray blob enemy is, by a large margin, the most powerful enemy in the entire game. I'd rather fight the Hand of the King twice with one arm tied behind my back than have to deal with the goopy spikes. It's the worst kind of spikes, you know? Like, you never want to get impaled, but you especially don't want to get impaled by goopy spikes. Alright, at the risk of failing miserably by losing our extremely cheaty equipment, I really would like to be able to blueprint hunt here, so let's take a disable. And then, I don't actually have anything for you. And here, we could take something that works... Jeez, what do we want? Honestly, I'm not even sure that I care about any of this stuff. We don't have any short enough cooldown skills for this to make sense, and also we don't have any turrets or anything. It kind of feels like none of these mutations are relevant. At the risk of, you know, being a big baby in front of everybody here, I'm gonna grab this heart, and we're gonna try to just survive. We're gonna try to just, you know, get our malaise cleared if we should happen to screw up. Now, obviously, it does prevent you from dying. Okay, can we... Huh. Oh, he just turned into a totally different enemy. I'm a little surprised by that. Alright, so we gotta get him under 40%. Then freeze him, then do the thing. Okay. This is the Spite Sword. I don't remember what that does. Flung myself off the platform. I'm trying to stop firing, I swear. I mean, it is a weapon. I want to say the Spite Sword is like... bonus damage if you've been hit recently or something like that. I'm pretty sure there is a weapon that does that, and Spite Sword would be a good name for that weapon, right? Also, we definitely took damage there, but we didn't gain any melees, so I guess it must have been damage from one of the little worm guys. Wow. I guess that the bat was clearly in front of us, and he meleeed us from the front, but I guess he was too close to be shootable with a bow? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Please stop doing that. I do enjoy the tentacle. I think the tentacle is a super fun weapon. Okay, that guy is about to have at me in a very dramatical way. Whew. Well, that could have gone a lot worse. We didn't actually end up losing that much health there, and we only took a single melees. Alright, this way is... Okay, I was gonna say it's potentially a way forward. The map doesn't totally rule it out. Alright, so we're gonna have to go... Yeah, we're gonna have to go through the elite to get through. Alright, that's fine. We have a freeze bomb. We're just gonna ice him. Oh, I was hoping that was gonna be more damage. Okay, let's pull him up here. There we go. This is a little scary. I think I still want to stick with the inflammable oil. I would have been so annoyed if that had resulted in me stomping into the water. Ow. Damn it. Well, you don't take any melees when that happens, but you do still lose your combo. Yeah, this is about 1,000 times more, more survivable. Or rather, like, the average situation here is probably a little bit more dangerous than the average situation in the ramparts. But, man, the bad situations in the ramparts are really bad. Whoa! Was that one in Estrus, or what the fuck was that? We'll just take this. You know, if you disturb them during the mating season, they can be very aggressive. I have 8,900 gold right now, which makes me kind of want to take it easy, but oh, also, this is a really good sinew slicer. Alright, and it's good to have a turret. Ooh. I do like throwing knives. I don't think Phaser's very good for our build. Does Phaser really only have a 2-second cooldown? I guess that would make it pretty good with that mutation that causes you to do a bunch of bonus damage on your first melee attack after using a skill. So remember, we do have to actually... that's interesting, but I don't think we're going to take it. I want to save some money here. We do have to actually survive to the collector to turn in our blueprint. That seems a lot more likely here than it is in the ramparts, sadly. I don't really want it to be the case that we're, you know, that we're afraid of the ramparts. Or the promenade, even, which is worse. No thanks. But I hate the situations that the training dummy can produce so much. Oops, that was a little overkill. Oh, I just shouldn't have done this. Get him, turret! I started rolling to get away from the bombs, and then it was only after committing to the roll that I, like, saw where that was going to take me, and the price that I almost paid. I really like a turret that drops a toxic cloud when you use it. Oh god. Not 100% sure what happened there. I sort of warped through the pipe in a way that I wasn't expecting. And you know how I feel about things that I'm not expecting happening during the Dead Cells run. For example, scorpions out of nowhere. I really thought my ranged attack was going to hit that big gross worm. Or that rat. Or, you know, whatever. Why must there be so many surprise scorpions? This bow is definitely feeling a little bit soft now. So this does, like, a little bit more than a quarter of the damage at its normal range. I think it's probably not worth taking a marksman's bow here. You know what? No, we're going to try it. It's really effective when you get the shot that you actually want. It's just a matter of finding situations where that can happen. So I do not remember if we have used this one on camera before, but it gets big crits whenever you fire it a great distance. We're not getting involved in that. Or whenever you hit with it after it has traveled a great distance. So it's going to be less effective up close like this. Probably going to do a lot more... Jesus. I think they really hate the poison cloud. I think that's what's going on there. So we'll do a lot more tentacle work up close. Trying really hard not to fall in the poison. And see, like, this is a good range for this. Jeez, it really doesn't hit very hard outside of its optimal range, though, huh? There you go, that's what you want. Let's try to pull the bat down here. Did we kill the... Okay, we did. So there's an elite over there who I don't really want to fight. But of course, we're going to run out of other enemies at 59. Do we have another route we can take? Okay, yes, we do. Let's take a quick peek over here. Oh, I can kill a bat. Yeah, got him. Okay, that's going to aggro this dude and have him coming after us, I think. Actually, maybe not. I thought we were going to pull the elite here. Alright, well, I'm fine with him wanting to stay up there. Damn it, not far enough away. Oh, God! They're so fast! Okay. That was a little scary, huh? I think we're going to keep our current one. I'd be lying if I said I was excited about our items. Like, we have a bunch of stuff that's fine, but I don't know that we really have, like, a coherent strategy here. So I did, by the way, for the first time, go and see what other people are talking about. I didn't actually watch another player play, because I still sort of, you know, I don't really want to... Ow. I don't really want to end up in a place where I'm just, like... regurgitating someone else's ideas. I think we're gonna swap here. I don't want to get locked into someone else's way of thinking, especially if there's not necessarily a reason to assume that they know what they're talking about. But I was kind of curious how people talk about the game, what people are thinking about the game, so I did go to the subreddit, and I saw in the subreddit something that I find a little baffling. I saw multiple people going like, hey, what's the build that you play? Here's my build. And then describing not like a strategy, but a specific set of 4 items. And like, is it the case that a lot of people play this game by just aggressively rerolling until they get exactly the items they like? Or seems very strange to me. Do we want to swap out? I think the answer is no. I mean, obviously the Sinew Slicer has some downsides when fighting enemies who are not necessarily going to be on the same level ground that it is on. Gosh, this weapon. Oh, hi. Why don't you come over here? I'm just going to get away from you a little bit because you're going to do some elite lightning circle garbage to me otherwise. There we go. Yeah, we're not keeping that. Alright, we did it. We got to the place in the purple build where I am a total coward. Aha! Just gotta change it up a little bit. Once you start doing this thing, they're totally baffled if you actually melee attack. Oh gosh, didn't really think that through all the way. It was only after I pressed the buttons that I realized what a crazy thing to do that was, but I knew he was going to charge us, and so I responded by just being like, well, I'll charge him first. I'll just use the tentacle attack through his thing, and apparently it totally works. But at the same time, I am hurling myself at a very high speed toward those claws, and you gotta wonder if that's maybe not actually a very good idea. Even better tentacle? It is a slightly better tentacle. Our current tentacle has... I mean, neither one of these have very good traits. But they certainly have attack damage values. Alright, so are we clear now? There's one enemy that I missed apparently somehow. It's probably a scorpion who just didn't emerge from the ground. Potentially because I went over the upper path. Yep. This place is so much easier. There's a bat over there. I'm not going that far back. That seems like a nightmare. There's some other stuff here. I think we got to go to the corrupted prison now, and we got to take the damn cursed chest, and we got to. I don't like it. Does the yellow heart even protect you from dying via curse? I don't think it does. It's just like you can't turn down a cursed chest. You know, you gotta take every little bit of strength you can get. I don't think we want any of this stuff. I do like Giant Killer 8S, just not in this build. And pretty much only not in this build, right? In almost any other build, I'd be excited to have it. Alright, we turned in our Spite Sword. So yeah, if you took damage less than 8 seconds ago, or if you're cursed, that's fine. It's not an exciting rare blueprint. Alright, what is going to help us live? Probably nothing, honestly. And none of this stuff is going to be about surviving the curse. We now potentially have support. I'm going to take support. And support will be useful, you know, in the boss fight and stuff. Whew. We got to get through here just on the strength of our alchemical pistol. And to be fair, it is a mighty, mighty pistol indeed. A wolf trap. Interesting. I mean, wolf traps are pretty good. I think I might actually prefer a wolf trap to a freeze grenade at this point. Because the freeze grenade does not necessarily interact super well with the constant damage from the poison. Yep, maximum cowardice. That's me. That's what it says on my birth certificate. Ah, take that. Charge out of that, smart guy. Okay, obviously we do not want to go on the upper level. I would like very much not to... Oh, okay, well, Now the situation's complicated, because these guys are, like, an unbelievable danger. Alright, we are going upper level then. I'm gonna try something. Okay, we caught him with the trap. Take this, reduce our malaise. The most important thing is getting through this without aggroing another one of those dudes. It looks like we are not going to have that kind of luck, but we can aggro him with the trap. Okay. Curse survived, mischief managed. Yeah, I don't think that that's having quite the effect you were hoping for there, friend. Oh, the birds. Oh, the birds are dangerous. Okay. Yeah, they attack really quickly. that attack just comes flying out of them. Also has a surprising amount of range. I kind of forgot how much range it has. So I'm going to assume, for the purposes of the support mutation, that we are considered near a deployable if we are close enough for it to be operable. I think that's a pretty reasonable guess at what near might mean. Oh god, I went forward because I assumed he was going to get stuck in the thing. Okay, well that time we actually managed to use the iframes of the roll to escape the attack. Which is a thing that I rarely am successful at. I'm always trying to. I do not want to tentacle him because it's going to throw me through him and then out in front, and then I'm going to pay. Okay, I'll take that. It was weird how he re-hopped. I guess he didn't feel like he was quite in the right position to peck the turret. Oh, damn training dummies. The good news is we seem to be able to... Oh, God. We seem to be able to still apply the poison debuff. It's just they don't take damage from it until the invincibility ends. Yeah, those guys suck and I hate them. Ooh. If only. If only there were just, like, a version of the game... And there is a custom mode. Maybe you can do this in the custom mode. I don't actually know. I assume not, though. Where you could just, like, specify certain enemies to remove. I'm trying to get myself on, like, a level plane where I can fight this guy a little more effectively. Okay. Is this actually good? No, not really. Well, we definitely can't dismantle it until after we deal with this dude, though. Alright, it's probably worth going back up there. It's actually a fair amount of money. I don't know, man. If we get out of here with 3 melees, I'll take that. I'll count us pretty lucky on that one. Oh, interesting. What a time to stick to the wall. Okay, you're not allowed to turn around while you're in the trap. Those are the rules of the trap. Screw these things forever. Get poisoned to death, you man who is made of wood and definitely does not need to breathe. I mean, I guess I'm making a bit of an assumption here about how the poison gas works. I'm assuming that it is an inhaled poison and not like just a big cloud of acid, which it totally could be. Okay, that's what you really want. You want them to go into ball attack mode and just not actually be able to hit you with it. Maybe I should flask. We have enough money to buy a flask charge off, and we're not that far from being able to do it. I guess I shouldn't flask while I have under 5 melees, though, right? For maximum efficiency. Oh god, why doesn't he ever... Here's a problem. The enemies at this level are too smart. They never do the attack you'll be able to roll through if you're in a position where you will be able to roll through. Yeah, I think that area is just super dangerous. As much as I hate the training dummy situation in the promenade, the training dummy situation in that biome is probably as bad. So I think we're probably just going to do the promenade into the prison depths. That's a much safer way to get a cursed chest. Alright, I think that's going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We're unlocking blueprints. We're working out our routing. I think this is going to be a really important part of getting through these super high difficulties. It's just like figuring out what the path I can handle is. What is the path that plays well to my strengths. And I think we've got an idea, right? We know the things we're looking for. We know approximately the bosses we want to hit. So when you come back next time, tomorrow, we're going to keep working that out. At this point, we are not playing tactical Dead Cells, we are playing strategic Dead Cells. And we are going to figure out the plan. And then it's just a small matter of executing it, which obviously I'm very good at. So come back tomorrow for that, and we'll see you then.